coming back for you. Don't worry, I know where you are, I think. Debatable. I don't want to start the nighttime phase. Key is freaking out again. I want to practice, so I'm really sorry about that, except I'm not sorry at all, actually. So he doesn't come in these. Apparently. I'm told he doesn't come in these. So I know this... Okay, so this is the one that's downstairs on the right-hand side. Now, supposedly this is the only one then. Because we're talking right and left from being behind the security desk, as I understand. Well, what did he do after he did that? He goes to this blue thing. Okay. Trying to copy what somebody else did. And then you gotta crouch, you gotta jump up on it first, and you crouch, you go up the tube, and now you're going into the center thing. Now this is why I don't understand the distinction between the left, right, and center parts. Because, to me, I'm not sure that this part that we're going to right now is the center. But apparently it is. So you remember this one that I didn't want to jump down to. This is the bottom one in the middle. And there are two on top. And I mean, what he did was literally just like follow the chords, which I, hilariously yesterday, said didn't do me any good finding the things, because for me, personally, they didn't, because they just led me back to the things I had been at before. So, okay, so here's the third one. Now, the second I hit this, he's going to go into phase 2. And that's the problem. Because as soon as he goes into phase 2, he's not just casually looking for me. He's, like, on me. So I need to get the last one that's up here somewhere in the center structure, top side-ish. Yeah, see, I'm already failing at following directions. I watched it done like 4 times. Has that helped me? Not a bit. Let's look right where we are. We're right back where we started with this. Okay. Was this 3 or was this 4? Did one over there, down there, then up here. So this is the third one on the route that we were taking here. What we ultimately want to do is finish this structure and take that bridge that's right there in the middle across to the other side, and then get the final one over there. Now, when you hit the final generator, at that point, everything immediately stops. You do not need to worry about the boss fight anymore. It is over. That entirely relies on ever finishing. Oh no. This is not good if I'm already in trouble. I did the first bit so flawlessly, because those were the 3 that I knew last night, and that therein lies the problem. Alright, no. I'm not... See, now I don't want to say that I'm not going to be done this time. Because if I say that, whatever I do immediately thereafter is going to be the dumbest thing anybody's ever seen. I know that now because I watched yesterday's footage and it was hilarious. Even to me, I was laughing out loud at my own self, because, I mean, why wouldn't you? It was so bad. I legitimately don't know. What did he do different? What is the deal? The plan is to stay in this structure, because this is the center one. Why is it this? I don't know why it's the center one. I mean, look where the desk is. I would say I'm still on the right, but apparently there's only one on the right, and this is already the second one, so this must be the center. Like I said, I don't understand how people make this distinction between which is the left, right, and center. All right, so this is number 3. This is the third generator, and this is the problem one, because after this one I need to get another one in here. Oh, these are involved somehow. But from this direction I could swear, you know, because he comes at the the problem is I watched 2 different people do this, and they had 2 different ways of doing it. And I think the reason that I feel that those are involved in the way that they are is because that's how I did it last night. It may not be the most efficient way, correct way, or otherwise intuitive way to do it. In fact, because it's the way I did it, it probably isn't. Okay, yeah, see, that's the right-hand one. I understand, I guess, that there's a differentiation there, but yeah, see, this is, I did see somebody run in this direction through the center by toppling over the can things are right there, right dead ahead, just past that cloud thing there. Those you can knock over as a distraction as well. It's not just the ones that are in front of him where he's sitting right now. So the one I ran in this direction. You are the one that I didn't get yet. Alright, so I think the lesson here is this one first, or at least not last, unless I can get much quicker at this. Alright, so it's downstairs. The other one does count as upstairs. I made a mistake. The descriptions of it have said that the left and right structures each have 1. The one on the right structure is a downstairs one. I believe, I want to say the one across this bridge is as well, or it's considered to be downstairs in some way. But the middle structure has 2 upper and 1 lower. Now the one that we jumped down to, I considered a lower. It's not. This one is. So I was not looking down, I was looking up, and that was my mistake. So that's not what we want to do. So we can follow the cord to an extent. I hate when the music fades out like that and starts to go all creepy, unpleasant. I know that's the purpose. I'm well aware. Very well aware. But that doesn't mean I like it. And then I don't... There's a quicker way to get to this. I'm just failing, because when I go back up, it's quicker to go back. So why? Where am I turning incorrectly here? I need to go through those. That's the... Oh, because I went down this way. Okay, that's what I'm doing wrong. Alright. I go down too fast, and that's actually worse. Okay, so 2, 3, and down, but not all the way down, through these. There we go, and then I'm going to want to come back up to that. That's what it is. Okay, and then down, follow the thing now, because now we can follow the cord. Boom, 4. Now there is an inn, like right over here, so this is risky. But then we follow the cord back up, because here is the bridge. And we cross the bridge, The music gets creepy because it wants to freak me out. And then all I have to do is find the fifth one. The fifth one is over here. I can hear it. Boom, and then we'd be done. It looks so easy in the daylight. I mean, not easy. It's not. I know. We know it's not easy because if it were easy, I wouldn't be questioning whether I could remember it. Okay, there's another distraction zone down there. All right, so we're gonna work backwards, and then we're gonna work forwards again, and we might do it yet another time because that's actually still probably saving time if I learn it really well right now. Okay, I have not as much confidence as you would expect, considering how carefully I've done this over and over again.
No! What a mess! Which was the bottom? Where is the top? I clean. And I got a new friend. This area is off limits.
I just need to move. It's not that aggro right now, but I just don't want to be out more than I have to be. I really don't like that phase between 4 and 5. Where I'm basically just kind of hanging out down at that lower level. I say that a lot, though. See, I'm already getting myself lost. I don't want to be in these. This is a good place to be lost, though, because it's only to the one that we rehearsed. Alright, we're about to get into real trouble, though. This flashlight lasts a lot longer than I expected. It's trouble from here on out, because as soon as I hit this, he goes into phase 2, so... Oh, I just did this wrong already, didn't I? Yep, I did do it wrong. We know that. You know how we know that? Because I didn't go through these. I think he's gonna get me on this one. But I did learn my mistake. Yeah, he's gonna get me. I accept my fate. I know what I did. I don't like that area down there because I think there is a decent chance that he might come in there every time. There's an opening right there. It's just a very logical spot to, have a problem.
Find the emergency
I have an
backup
idea.
generators and turn them on. They're in the play
It
structures.
is a crazy idea and probably stupid. Which may be why this may be the only time that we do this. Come on. Am I in it or not in it? I literally can't tell. The clipping is so bad. I'm pretty sure there's a way to get up that, but now I'm not so sure, so we may end up dying on this one too, but I was gonna do it the opposite direction. I was gonna go from what our number 5 has been to our number 1, and I thought that might go a little bit better, but if I can't get up that slide, then it's not gonna go anywhere, so there's no point. Oh, you know why? Because I wasn't crouched. I'm an idiot. I forgot you have to re-crouch yourself because you have to stand up in order to get the security badge. So, and you can only go up these things if you are crouched. So, just dumb. Alright, so this time we're not going to go down too fast. Maybe. I make no promises. The idea is that I don't go down too fast. I gotta go through these. This is mission critical information, and I think he's already coming in it, though, I think. Yeah, he's already here. I know they did it this way, in this order. They did. You know, I'm gonna experiment with something in the daytime. What I'm thinking is that it's incredibly inefficient to have to run down the thing and then back up the thing, I thought I might be able to get to that distraction thing before he got me, but that was a foolish thing to think. Could you just get there, please, without glitching out for once? That'd be lovely, thanks. I'm just wasting everybody's time now. Yeah, we're here. Just put me. Thank you. So. Whoa. Calm down. So. You see, what I'm thinking is that despite people asserting that that is an efficient path, that is not correct. Because, granted, I may be doing it wrong, but I do know that the first 3, I definitely did the way that the other guy did it. There has to be another way to get that one that's on the bottom where he's gotten me twice now. The easiest way to do it, and avoid that being the sticking point, is to do it backwards, the way that I was trying to do.
No! What a mess! Which was the bottom? Where is the top? Clean up!
It really doesn't seem to oh, I am in it. It's just clipping a lot, and it's very disorienting. Okay, so if I climb up the slide and make this one number 1, not number 5, but number 1, then we have to go across because that's the only one that's in here. Now, you see, if we do number 4 as number 2 instead, he's not aggressive yet. I mean, he's not as aggressive yet. That's an important distinction. He is kind of aggressive no matter what. But he hasn't gone crazy yet. So if we make this one number 2, then we can still probably, or more likely to be able to get back up. Now, it's the final bit that I don't know if we do it this way. You see, that's the problem, because that means that then we're going up to number 3 up here. And then we have a problem. because that would be number 3. Boom. But then that means that getting number 4 is this. So that would be number 4, and then what do we do from here? To get that last one that's in the other structure, we have to go back out. We don't have another choice at that point, which means jumping out. I mean, we could go back up and go through the tubes, I guess, because that would involve, if I recall somewhat correctly, doing this. And that would be 5. It's not good either, because either way, you're ending either number 4 or number 5 is by a door, essentially. And if I was making this number 5, the alternative is to get the left one, get the right one, and then do the 3 in the middle. I'm not sure how feasible that is. That's a lot of going back and forth. That's a lot of... Although, it occurs to me that we can take advantage of his less aggro time. I'll explain how. This is number 1 again. I know, this is ridiculous. Okay, ready? Number 1. Alright. And we're essentially going to follow the path that we followed before. However, what we're not doing is turning on the generators in the middle. Okay? That's really important here. We're going to follow the path, but we are not turning this one on. We're not touching that one yet. We're not touching that yet because that's not number 2 anymore. That's actually going to be number 3, I think. Actually, it'll be number 4, the way that I'm planning on doing this. So we're following the path, though, because we know the path to get to the other structure if we do it this way. So we've only turned on 1, so he's not super aggro yet. So we need a little aggro. And we make the crossing across the bridge. And I've done that when he's not all that aggro, and that's not a big deal. Then we go up and we get number 2. This is now number 2 in my new order. So boom, number 2. He's not super aggro still. He's still in medium, we'll call it medium mode, for lack of a better sort of term. He's not sun level docile, but he's not, phase 2 level awful either. So we've only done 2. Now we cross the bridge again. We come here. And this one, this dangerous one that's right by an entrance, right? Where he's gotten me before. This is now number 3. So because this is number 3, he doesn't come in the structures until you've hit the 3rd generator. So 3, now he's going to start to come in, but I'm already running away from anywhere where an entrance is. So what I'm doing is going back up here. This is now number 4, right? Okay. And this one is going to be number 5. This is, I think, not the fastest route. It's certainly not, because there's a lot of backtracking. But I think it might be a possible route. It's one that means that all of the ones that you hit once you activate his phase 2, the first one that you hit that activates phase 2 is the last one that is near a door. Like an entry into the structure. Now, that doesn't mean that he can't just kind of like teleport in, because he is buggy, and he does do that. There are lots of reports about that. But It's less likely. It is less likely. So let's get our butt captured here by Sunface. Or alternatively distract him.
No, what a mess! Which was the bottom? Where is
And
the top?
go ahead
And I got a new
and
friend.
deal with
This
this.
area is...
They're in the play structures.
We're just going to do a lot of backtracking. It's going to be fine.
Bad children must be found.
See, he doesn't come in here until I've hit 3 of them, which is very good to know. Alright, so we're going to follow the routine to get over to the left-hand side, avoiding the issue of crawling up that slide, which is probably the more efficient way to do this, but not if you clip through the slide and you don't know what the heck you're doing and you get yourself lost. Then it's just a problem. So don't touch that generator, because we don't want that to be number 2. Don't touch the one up here either. Hey, don't touch that. I'm coming back for you. Don't worry. I know where you are, I think. Debatable. But, okay, through here. Like, I'm getting better at it. Gotta admit that I'm learning, at least. I don't trust that he can't snap me up from his flight plan while I'm on there. I don't know if he can, but I don't trust that he can't. So I'm just going to run across it both times. Okay. 2. Alright. I feel like this is progress. That may be speaking too soon. It's certainly a different strategy. Whether this will be an effective strategy, I don't know. Because it does still put us down on the floor for this 3rd one. It's less inefficient than previous attempts, but it does still put us down here on the floor, which I don't love. My understanding is that he can't enter the play structure until I've turned 3 of them on. Now see, he's awfully close right now. I don't feel like I necessarily trust that he can't come in here. I want him to go back up in the air is what I want. I want him to be in the air before I do the 3rd one. But I don't know that I'll get that out of him. But I would really, really like that to be the case. Okay, he's back in the air. Alright. So that's as good as it's gonna get. I don't like the knock-knock because that's what he was saying to me last night before he would come and get me. So that is definitely not a phrase I like hearing him say. Okay, 4. Oh,
It's past your bedtime.
I am so worried. 5! 5! I did it! Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it. I can't believe I did it. I cannot believe that. I don't have a message from Freddy or anything. I'm probably gonna have to do it again if I can't hit the save point successfully here. Which I may or may not manage. Honestly. Depending on where himself is here. Is there any evidence of him? Does it give me a clear shot for it regardless? There's no way it does. There's no way it just lets me have that. Just so I can save. Right. Maybe it doesn't trigger him until I go for the door. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm not going to count on that being the scenario. But we're really about to hope that that is the scenario. Because I just want to save. 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 I don't want to do that boss fight again. Don't want to do it again. I really don't want to do it again. Overwrite that save. Hell yeah. Overwrite the one of torture. Okay. Now if I screw it up, I've saved. And I don't have to turn those generators on again. He says, assuming that that's not going to be a thing they make me do again later. An assumption I would love to have be true. I'm walking like way faster now, I feel like. That was weird. Oh, I can recharge it though. And then save again because I'm gonna forget that I did this. I know. I know, but it took me like 3 hours. Okay, two and change to do those generators. So you would save a lot too if it were you. Right. So now he freaks out because I've been bad. And this is bad. Not as bad as you'd think, though.
We need to get out of here now. They have found you.
I know they have, but I got it in time.
Upstairs. And
okay.
Do not worry. They cannot find you while we are together.
Right, but I'm supposed to go in here first. This I did see. It is cheating a little bit that I know this. There's a thing in here. I don't know what it is, but apparently there's a thing in here.
Nobody will miss.
Oh, Roxy, that's not very nice. Chica says my family's worried about me, and you say nobody will miss me. That's rude. Ah, here's the thingy. Okay. Oh, do I have to get out of him to do it? Oh, I don't like that.
Are you hungry?
Nope, I'm not hungry at all. Oh, I cannot believe I did that. Good lord. Okay. Oh. Escape the daycare with Freddy. That's my only...
You are nothing.
Didn't tell me how to leave the daycare. Not by the elevator, apparently. Now, see, they're not going to bother me as long as I'm inside Freddy, but I don't want to run Freddy down battery-wise too much if I don't have to. No, can't go to the Fazcade, apparently. I guess I'm just going back the way I came-ish through the lobby. Keep an eye on the time of the enemy. If I get to a recharge station, you will get caught. Stations are marked on the Faz map, but where does it show me those?
You're almost out of time. We need to get to a recharge station immediately. Every hour the power is diverted to the recharge stations. When that happens, the lights go out. And when that
I know there's one in the
happens,
lobby
your attendant is
of
free to run
the...
the building. It will find you.
You know what I mean? The lobby of the daycare. It's out here. It's right here. Oh, it's going on its own now. Oh no. Oh no. Already? Really? Come on, guys.
What was that?
That is a fountain. A fountain is a
you
decorative
know
reservoir
that's not what
used
I
for
mean,
discharging
Freddy.
water.
It's not
Not
what
the
I mean.
fountain. You didn't see the dancing rabbit lady right in front of us?
No, I did not. There is no rabbit at the Mega
No,
Pizzaplex.
no.
Not anymore.
This is crazy. It's like the whole place is trying to get me.
I am not.
No,
Why?
I do not know.
I don't know that that's
I
true.
want to help you.
No, they do not.
Maybe they want to help you too.
I doubt it. For some reason, you're different.
I mean, as we know, we've theorized that
Good news. The front doors
this
will
will open in 5 hours.
Good
Yeah,
news?
Great.
5 hours? I'm not gonna last 5 minutes!
Do not panic. If we get separated again, you can
Okay.
always call me on your fast watch. As long as I have power. And I am able to reach you.
Details. Yeah. I said it too, thanks, though. You know what we're doing, though? It is 2:46 in the morning, and I am saving and quitting. Yeah. Guys, I am still proud of solving this problem. It's been literal months, and I still feel like I did great. And hey, I learned that route so well between running it and the many passes over it to edit that when I went back, and yeah, I did go back, but it's going to be a while before we get there. I did it the same way, no problem at all. It wasn't the way that either video that I watched to learn where the generators were actually did it. It was close to at least one, but it wasn't exactly like either. It wasn't the most efficient route, but it was the most efficient route for me because it was the way I could remember how to get to them, and that was what was important. I'm still proud of how I figured that out. You can't really imagine, I don't think, even having seen my building excitement as I realized what I could do, just how much of a light bulb moment that was for me. Understanding what I could do to manage, working around the fact that it was so painfully hard for me to remember where these things were in relation to anything but each other, and in any way other than what I had already rehearsed. I was so proud as I figured out how to plan it out so that I could take full advantage of the fact that those first 2 generators were free in the sense that they didn't do anything to trigger Moon into following me into the structure. This was also the first time I had to look something up to get through this thing, but get used to it, it happens a lot. I think it would have happened less if the game were less buggy, because a lot of times when I looked things up, it was because there was a huge question in my mind. Am I failing to understand what to do here, or is this bugged? Now, usually after I stopped playing for the night, I would continue to sit there and record my thoughts about what I'd just done for a bit as I worked through whatever I'd done that night in my head. Initially, I thought those would be the outros. Then I actually looked at them. It's just me in the corner with just the menu, rambling on aimlessly enough to make even myself bored and occasionally confused, so no, they can't really be the outros. But this time I do want to show you just a little bit of what I recorded after this one. I sat there thinking over what I'd just seen at the end, the shock of seeing Vanny so early in the game, and that tantalizing comment about bunnies in the Pizzaplex, because now I could theorize on something. I had something to think about. I'll spare you most of it, but I think since I can never really go back to not knowing how things turn out, I should let you see a bit of the time when I really didn't know, and was genuinely intrigued. I was deeply invested through this whole thing in staying spoiler-free until I finished the game myself. There's also just a bit at the end when, as I'm signing off, I actually remember that before that shocking moment where I saw Vanny for the first time, that I had achieved something exciting, and I'd like to leave you that glimpse into the moment of genuine delight and pride. So here you go, a snapshot of an innocent time when I was considering what things would mean for the future and celebrating success. See you next time. Did not expect to see Vanny tonight. Not enthused that I did see Vanny tonight. Also curious about the story here where he says there's no bunny in the Pizzaplex, not anymore. Why? I know they have Bonnie Bull, but purple, ordinary Bonnie has never been a problem. I mean, other than the obvious that, in all of the other games, he's trying to kill us. But, in terms of like a public problem for the Fazbear Company, he hasn't especially been an issue. He's not any more of an issue than Freddy or Chica or Foxy. So why target Bonnie? I mean, Spring Bonnie, sure. But, it makes it sound like there was a bunny in the Pizzaplex era. This modern setup. It doesn't so much sound like he means, when we built this, we didn't put a bunny in because there's some baggage associated with that. It doesn't sound like that's what he meant, but I don't know that yet, so we'll find out. All we can do is keep going. That's for tomorrow night, probably at 1:30, the Freddy hour. That's just what I'm going to call it from now on. It's 1:30 in the morning, it's the Freddy hour. Yes, Mr. Moon, I am going to bed soon. Finally, I did it. 5 generators, and I did it. I'm leaving on a good note tonight.